Yes, yes.
So pricing factor, basically AWS charges for in three factors: computing, storage, and data transfer. Computing is operating. If you operate any service, then AWS will charge. Second is storage. If you store data, if you store any data, then AWS will charge based on per GB. If you store 200 MB or 300 MB, AWS will not charge. But if you store more than GB, 1 GB, then AWS will charge. Based on per GB, AWS will charge for storage. And data transfer, if you are transferring the data from one region to another region. Like if I'm transferring the data from Hyderabad to Mumbai, then AWS will charge.
Is that
But
part of
within the,
network?
sorry,
Is that part of network? Network?
no, not network. It's transferring the data.
Transferring the data. Okay.
If your data is stored in Mumbai, if I want to transfer the data to USA, so if I transfer the data from Mumbai to USA, then AWS will charge based on transferring. But within the region, like there are two services, S3 and EC2. If I transfer the data from S3 to EC2, it will not charge. Within the region, AWS will not charge. But outside the region, if I'm transferring the data from one region to another region, then AWS will charge. So these three are main factors of pricing. Fixed is like for two or three services in 200 plus services, there are 200 plus services, right? In that, for two or three services, there are fixed charges. For example, here Route 53. Route 53 is a service of AWS. In Route 53, we need to create a zones. As soon as we create the zone, AWS will charge. So this is known as fixed charges. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Could you please come again?
So AWS, the pricing factors is AWS charges based on three factors: computing, storage, data transfer.
Okay.
In computing, computing is operating. If you operate or if you use any service, for example, EC2 service, if EC2 service is running, then AWS will charge. But if it's stopped, then AWS will not charge.
Got
Based
it.
on computing, based on how much you are using, because it's pay as you go, right? Pay how much
Yes.
you use.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is computing. Storage. What is storage? If you store any data in the storage, then AWS will charge per GB. Charges will be based on per GB. And for data transfer, if you transfer the data from one region to another region, then AWS will charge.
Okay.
These services we will be learning in detail, so you will understand clearly in that services. Is it clear? For now,
Yes.
pricing
Yes.
factor is clear.
Yes. Yes.
So anyone, how AWS charges?
Sorry, can you explain me the last one? The
Last one is fixed charges.
yeah,
For
fixed.
some services, here I have given the example of Route 53. So in Route 53, you need to create a zone. So as soon as you create the zone, AWS will charge. So it is known as fixed charges. For some services, there is fixed charges. If you use that service, you will get charges. But whereas in computing, whereas in EC2, if you stop the server, then there will be no charges. But if the server is running, running mode, then AWS will charge. Is it clear?
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you
Yeah.
use the service, AWS will charge. That is known as fixed charges. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
clear.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So can I proceed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now in IT companies, this is known as IT environment. So in IT companies, there will be different professions, different departments like developers or testing team or cybersecurity team or business analytics team or data analytics team. But if you want to develop a software, for example, I want to develop a Flipkart application. What I need to do in the companies, normally how the company works, how the IT company works, if I want to develop a Flipkart application,
Developers team, testing
first
team,
every application will be created, will be developed by some coding. Do you all know that?
yes.
Yes.
Every application, be it application or software or website, it will be developed by coding.
Yes.
Testing it.
So if I want to develop a Flipkart application, so first I need to give that to developers team. What developers team does, they develop the coding. They will do all the coding of Flipkart application. Then they will pass that code. They will pass that coding to testing team. Testing team test the code, whether the code is right or wrong. If there are any bugs, they will return to developers team. If there are no bugs, then they will pass that clean code to operation team. Now, what is operation team? Who will work in operation team? Cloud engineers. So, for application, when the application is developed, the whole application is ready, you need to cloud engineers gonna launch the server and they will run that application on that server. Every application or every software or every website needs a server. Without, they are dependent. Application and servers are dependent to each other. Like without application, we cannot, the server is waste. So without server, you cannot run the application. So they are dependent on each other. So cloud engineers in operation team, cloud engineers gonna launch the server and they're gonna run that application on that server. Then that server will be released in production environment. Production environment where end users use that application. The public users use that applications. Is it clear? IT environment to
Yes.
create any software or application or website, you need developer team, testing team, operation team, and production environment. Is it clear, everyone? IT environment.
Yes.
So now the support plans. AWS also has a support team in it, like developer plan. There are three plans: developer plan, business plan, and enterprise plan. So if developers, like there are 200 plus services, I'm a developer and I'm using the service of developing. So if I have any troubleshoot, I need any help or support from AWS for my developing. So I can request to support team of AWS so that they will they will give us the support developer plan within 24 hours. They will give us the support in 24 hours for my developing. This is known as developer plan. And business plan, if I I'm working on business. I need any support from AWS for my business. So I need to request to support team of AWS. Then they will provide me the support of business plan within 12 hours. Similarly, the enterprise plan. Enterprise is basically the companies. If my company needs some help from AWS support team, I can request to support team and they will provide me the support within 15 minutes. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
And charges are based on bill 3%. Like in companies, bill will be monthly or yearly. So if my monthly bill is 10,000, so for 10,000 of the 10,000, I need to give 3%. If I requested for support team, then I need to pay 3% of my overall bill, extra 3% of my overall bill. Like if 10,000 is my monthly bill, then what will be the 3% of 10,000? 300. So 1,000 plus 300 I need to pay
300. Yeah.
if I requested to support plan.
Mm.
Is it
Okay.
clear?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Sure, everyone? Support
Yes.
plans?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, can you explain once again? Sorry. That's a short note.
Okay. So if AWS also provides us the support team. Like if I'm working on any application, I need to develop an application and I need some help. So there will be some IT professionals in that support team so that AWS will provide that professionals to us in 24 hours so that we get the help, we'll get the support from AWS.
So this is from AWS or from outsource? I mean,
From AWS.
okay, okay.
In AWS, there will also be some IT professionals where we can take help from them by requesting to support team. There we need to create a case and we need to request that we need some developer plan or business plan in 24 hours. For developer plan in 24 hours, they will provide us the team, and in 12 hour in business plan they will provide us the business professionals in 12 hours, and in enterprise plan in 15 minutes they will provide us the support. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
And how much we need to pay if we requested to this support plans? In the monthly
3%.
overall bill, 3%.
3%.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is data center infrastructure types in IT industry. It's basically the differences between physical, virtualized, and cloud computing. If I own my physical infrastructure, it will be costly, it will be high maintenance will be high, and high availability will be 90%. Whereas in virtualized, the cost will be reduced to 50%, and high maintenance and high availability will be 91%, and it is owned. But in cloud computing, capital expenses will be zero, operation expenses will be reduced to 70%, and maintenance will be less, and high availability will be 99.999%, and it is rental. So which is good in this three?
Computing.
Cloud computing.
The only one difference between virtualized and cloud computing is rental and virtualized is to be owned. This is just a difference between physical, virtualized, and cloud computing. Is it clear, everyone? With this, we have completed our first module, that is Cloud Essentials. We have completed our first module, the Cloud Foundation. So you need to be strong in Cloud Foundation. That's why we have added this module in it. So in next class, we will start the services. For that, you need to create the AWS account. It's mandatory to create the account because we need to do all the labs and practicals in that account, AWS account. So do anyone have any doubts in Cloud Essentials, the module 1?
How to create account? Can you please say?
Okay. Others, any doubts in Cloud Essentials?
No.
So far,
No.
what we have learned, what is cloud computing, history of AWS, job roles and responsibilities of cloud engineer, why data centers are essential to IT companies, benefits of cloud computing, pros and cons, and deployment model and service model, pricing strategy, and shared responsibility model. Any doubts in this? So I will be sending an assessment. There are 10 questions based on this module 1. So each question carries 2 marks. So you need to score good in that assessment. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the account. So AWS is basically a free account. AWS offers 12 months free with some restrictions, like free for customers and students. If I want to learn cloud computing, if I want to learn AWS, so for that reason, AWS provides free account only for 12 months for students. And requirement, how do you get that account? The URL is aws.amazon.com or AWS Management Console. You need to type this. Then you need to give the debit card or credit card details. The debit card and credit card should be Master, Visa, and Rupee. Only these cards will be accepted to create an account. And you need to give valid email address. And you should enable international transaction rights at bank applications. And you should select personal account. While creating account, they will give 2 options, business or personal.
Personal
You need to
business.
choose
Yeah.
personal.
Mm.
This we'll learn later. Do you want me to show the account, how to create? I have given the steps on this.
Down at the end.
Yes. So Humaira, first you need to type Amazon Management Console. Then click the first link. You need to follow these steps to create an account. First, you need to type AWS Management Console. Then select the first link. Here, the up right corner, select the sign up option. Then you will get this page. In this page, you can see the down, create a new AWS account. Click. Here you need to fill all the details. First, you need to give your email address, the email ID, then the account name, by which name you want to create your AWS account. Then when you verify this email address, you will get one verification code on your email address. You need to copy and paste it. Then you need to choose personal. Then you need to give debit card details. You need to enable online international transaction rights.
Mm.
Is it clear? You can go with the steps. It's very easy to create an AWS account. Is it clear?
Okay.
And it will take 24 after creating your account is created, then it will take 24 hours to active that account.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it clear, everyone?
What about the 2 days? What does it mean 2 days? For what? It needs 2 days too?
2 days. No, it takes 24 hours to
Okay.
active that account. Just 24
Okay.
hours. So after
24.
24 hours, you can use all the 200 plus services.
Okay.
Not 2 days, just 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
So in next class, you need to create the account, AWS account, because we are going to start practicals, the labs. For that, you need AWS account. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
If you have any doubts, you can text in group or personally.
Sure.
Personally, in group, it will be better. And please try to score good marks in that assessment.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, first you need to revise the notes. I will be sending the notes of the module 1. Revise that notes, then try to attempt the assessment.
You've sent it for the morning batch.
Yes, I have sent in the morning batch. So now here, who are from the 7 p.m. batch, please exit from 10 a.m. Group, because it is very confusing.
I'm
Please,
from the morning batch, but
yes, you
today
are
I
from the
didn't
morning
attend.
batch.
Yeah, I
See,
didn't
there are 2
attend the
groups, right?
morning.
Yes, 10 a.m. group and 7 p.m. group.
Yes.
So
Okay.
who have chosen 7 p.m. group, please be in 7 p.m. group and exit from 10 a.m. group. And who are from 10 a.m. group, be in 10 a.m. and exit from 7 p.m. Please.
Okay. To do the assignment, I should still, mark the 7
I will
a.m.
I will
The
send the
10.
assessment in both the groups for now.
Okay, but should I mark 10 a.m.?
Yes, you need to mark 10 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
So any doubts, anyone?
So,
No.
In next class, you need to learn the whole. I will be asking first 20 minutes. I will be asking the question answers based on this cloud essentials, based on this module 1. You
okay.
need to answer, then I will start the service, our first service. For that, you need to create the AWS account. So please, in next class, create AWS account. And when will be our next class? Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, by Thursday, please create the account.
Yeah.
Can I close this session?
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care, everyone.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank
You
you,
as well.
ma'am.
Take care. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Take care. Allah
Bye.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah.